In the previous video in this series, I gave you an overview of what happens when the Advanced Employee Permissions feature is enabled. In the second video of this series, I'm going to cover how to create custom Advanced Employee Permissions. If you haven't already, I recommend watching the first video in this series. In the example I'm about to show you, we're first going to navigate to the Manage Permissions list page. And then from there, we're going to customize the Employee Confidential Permission template to create two new custom permissions for our payroll managers. What we need to do is create a custom permission that allows our payroll managers to view and edit compensation information for all employees in their direct reporting line. And then we need to create another custom permission that allows our payroll managers to view emergency contact information for all the employees in their direct reporting line. I'm going to start with customizing the Employee Confidential Permission template so that it includes the compensation fields. From the home page of my NetSuite account, I'm going to navigate to Setup, Users Roles, Manage Permissions. Here you'll notice a list of all the advanced employee permissions. We have 5 permission templates we can choose from. Since we are creating a permission for managers, we are going to select Customize beside the Employee Confidential Permission template. This ensures that when we assign this custom permission to managers, they will only be able to see this information for the direct reporting line. Remember, Employee Confidential has the hard-coded restriction of direct reports and below. In the name field, I'm going to enter a unique name for this permission. I'm also going to update the description for this permission. And now we can scroll down to the bottom of the page to start adding the compensation fields. First, we'll select Employee from the Record Type drop-down. Then we'll select the base wage field and click Add. We'll repeat these steps to add the rest of the compensation fields. And then to finish, just click Save. And here it is, our new permission now appears in the permissions list. Now we'll create our second custom permission, which is only going to contain the emergency contact sublist. So now I want to create another permission that just has the emergency contact sublist. I'll select Customize beside Employee Confidential again. I'm going to name this permission Emergency Contacts Only. I'll update the description to match the new permission. The first thing I'm going to do to customize this permission is remove all the standard fields and sublists. I'm going to pause the video while I do this and then be right back. Okay, so now I'm ready to add the emergency contact sublist. I'll do this and then I'll click Save. Our new permission now appears in the permissions list. Let's do a quick recap of what we just went through. When creating custom advanced employee permissions, you can either create a new permission using a set of fields and sublists from the employee record, or a standard employee permission can be customized to include a subset of the fields and sublists they expose. When customizing a standard employee permission, keep in mind that the employee self, employee public, and employee confidential permissions have hard-coded restrictions that cannot be modified. And you can add standard and custom fields and sublists to a custom permission. You've just finished part 2 in this video series. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to create a custom role using a combination of advanced employee permissions to give the required level of access and employee information exposure that the role requires access to. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. See you next time.